My next guest firmly believes in recognizing ourselves as our most valuable asset, especially when it comes to our finances. Jane Stoller is the author of this new book, Organize Your Business, and she joins me now with some money confidence tips specifically for women. Hello.
Hello, thanks for having me.
Oh, I'm excited about this one. I need all the tips. So, what are the 5 financial building blocks every woman should know?
Well, first and foremost, our earning potential, which is really important. So earning is number one. Saving, we know about saving, we've heard about it. Also protecting ourselves and our assets, which is often forgotten. Spending, which is important. And also borrowing. So those are the 5 kind of financial blocks, which we don't always think about. We think about saving and borrowing, but we don't think about the protecting or even our earning and the capacity to earn more or in different ways.
Amazing. So why does money mindset matter? And why was that important for you to put in the book?
So really important, because I think as you grow and you're in corporate or you have your own business, sometimes we are scared to talk about money as women. We still talk about it less than men. But it's important because the more money we make as women, the more we can spend on our communities and charitable, the more people I can employ, or we can, it's just so much more you can do with money, and it's not a shameful thing to make more money. We want to look at it as an abundance. There's a lot of books out there now about money mindset and how it's a positive, look at it as a positive light, especially for women, because we can help so many people, and we actually love giving.
We do. And how can knowing your numbers reduce stress and shame? And what do you mean by this?
So I think it's really important to know numbers in terms of where you're at financially, of course, but in your home, if you have a business, of course, if you're in corporate, if you run operations, whatever it may be. But knowing your numbers is important because it gives you a baseline, of course, and also understanding, how to organize everything from your receipts better, what that means, what things you can write off personally, what things in a business, and also just knowing your business metrics and your home metrics. I talk a lot about that in my book too, and organizing your home like a business. So understanding, your expenses, where you can reduce, what's important, what are big spends coming up in the next 2 to 5 years. So just understanding the metrics, I think, is really important.
Yeah, you touched on this, but I want to dive in more. Organizing your home. You have a full chapter, you said, dedicated to that. So talk to me about that chapter.
So organizing your home, I say, is really important because it's where you spend most of your time. And we want it to feel not stressful. We want to come home. We want to make sure it feels good. We're not shamed about, receipts in the corner, paperwork you're not getting to, or a cluttered office or cluttered attic, or maybe you spent so much money on stuff in your closet you're not wearing. So organizing your home is really important. And I say it's one of the first steps to really getting that financial freedom too. So having a dedicated space for maybe doing your finances once a month, or, freeing some of those financial blocks. Maybe it's something you spend a lot of money on, or you want to get rid of something, or we also spend a lot of money on our homes. So it's really important we, have a plan for that, systems for tackling the finances in the home, but also what's coming in, what's coming out, and making it a system with everybody in the home.
Why did you want to write this book specifically, and what are you hoping people take away?
So for the last 10 years, I've been helping mostly women entrepreneurs organize their business, and I do this through coaching, and it's evolved into 6 steps on how to organize any business and home. And for the last 6 years, a lot of women have been going through my course, and I just want to make it more widely available now. So there's 6 really simple steps on how to organize any business. So this book is really for helping women just gain a little bit more control, and this book makes it accessible to anybody.
So great. I want to get to your personal story you wanted to share as well. So freezing your eggs.
Yeah, so this is an interesting one because I call it a financial decision as well. I was 32 at the time, and it was down in Los Angeles, and it was $10,000 then. I believe it's a bit more now, but it's a lot of money.
It is.
Especially I was just starting in my career, but that's money where I invested in myself. And I think as women, we forget that's an investment in ourselves. So I knew I wanted to continue to build a career. It allowed me time and peace to really focus on myself. And now my twins are 7 months old.
Congrats.
So I use those eggs, and it just gave me, it's really an investment in yourself.
Amazing. How has the feedback on your book been so far?
So it just launched very recently, September 4th, but already a lot of my coaching clients have picked it up and referred it to people who perhaps have not taken my course or have started a business, want to start a business. and just general organizing tips. So really good response, and I'm just hoping, we pass it along and we understand that a lot of us say, oh, I'm not organized, or I'm disorganized, but really we can take a few small steps to become more organized. So that's where this book, I hope, is inspiring to a lot of people to be able to get more organized.
I know. I love what you said there, because don't just say you're lazy or you're not organized. Make a change.
Yeah.
And it can start with your book by reading it for tips.
Exactly.
Amazing. Thank you so much for being here today. And just a reminder, Jane is holding an author event at Barnes & Noble at Northgate Station on Saturday, September 13th. So check that out.